SD cards have been around for a long time. We use them for DSLR, pocket cameras, mirrorless cameras, audio recorders, many other devices, and it should be fairly easy to find a product that works for you. Well, it's really not that easy. There are many different options, and when it comes to the big question, what is reliable, we really don't know. Okay, it's very hard to find out. Well, in this video, I have that answer. I performed a torture test on a type of card, and I'm gonna tell you the results. Let's start. SD cards. There are many different specs, there are many different speeds. I'm not gonna get into that today because that alone can fill a video. But there is one particular question that I always had in my mind because I am a photographer in the field. I perform different tasks and sessions where if a card goes bad, it can be a big problem. And so I want something that is absolutely reliable. Well, in the last month and a half, I had a camera and a construction site doing a time-lapse video. This is an incredibly harsh environment, as you can see from some of the clips. It's very dusty and there are all kinds of chemicals in the air. The camera has been there for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it is on all the time. It is on right now. It's taking pictures 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for months. And this card, this is actually another example of the same card that is there. It's exactly the same model. I bought two. Well, this kind of card has been there on that camera taking tens of thousands of, if not hundreds of thousands of pictures every day, all the time, every minute the camera takes a picture for the time lapse. And these pictures are in RAW format. If you're not familiar with the RAW format, it's an alternative to recording images in JPEG format. So if you have a consumer camera or your camera phone, they generally save the images in JPEG format. Well, the RAW format is something that allows us to take the entire data from the sensor as it is and store it in a file, and then we can develop and take advantage of all the information that is there. Well, RAW files are much, much bigger than your largest JPEG. Typically on that camera, which is actually an older model, it's a Canon 6D, it takes, every RAW file is about 20 megabytes, between 18 to 20. And every 3 to 4 days, I go there and take the files off the card, take the card out of the camera, put it on the laptop, copy all the files, put it back in the camera, erase it, format it, and start again. So that card has been there running for several weeks, non-stop, formatted and put back to work, and it's been working perfectly. So this is the model of the card. It is a 128 gigabyte card, so it is a high capacity. Now there are bigger cards out there. You could buy a 256 gigabytes card. I prefer to not go that way for the simple reason that the higher the capacity, the more likely is to lose a sizable chunk of data. I thought that 128 was a perfect good size. For this project, it will save about easily 4 or 5 days of images without me requiring to be there constantly. So 128 at a good speed, and the price is actually right. So I have the link down in the description, and if you're looking for a good SD card that will last and will work and has no failures, in a reasonable time. Eventually, all cards will die, but you know, hopefully it will be years and not weeks or months. It did happen, so I'm really mindful of that. This card has already gone through so much testing, so much work, and never skipped a beat. Really, that is in a really harsh environment, and it is working all the time. Think about it. When you are using your camera, for example, you're taking a few pictures today, a few pictures tomorrow. Then there are other days where you're not taking pictures. Now, this has been working all day long for months with no interruption. So, I hope this was useful information. The link for the product is in the description. Please subscribe to the channel. In this way, you're gonna get updates, notifications when new videos are ready. And thank you again for watching. My name is Paolo with the People's Tech channel. Ciao.